Hello everyone. Today we are starting a new chapter, that is the digestive system of class 9th. So we all know that about the human alimentary canal as we eat food daily, but have you ever wondered that what happens to the food once it gets entered inside our body? Through the process of ingestion, we all know that the food gets entered through the mouth, and this process is called ingestion. So what happens with that food? What organs form basically the human digestive, and how is this process of digestion carried out? So this will we will understand about in this chapter. So starting with the human digestive system, these are basically consist of two components. The first one is the alimentary canal and the second one is digestive gland. So the alimentary canal composed or includes of the mouth, organ mouth, esophagus, that is our food pipe, stomach, small intestine and large intestine. So these all consist in a alimentary canal. And the second component, that is the digestive gland, this contains the salivary gland which helps to provide, or we also know this salivary gland for secretion of the saliva inside our mouths. Second one, that is the liver, and the third one, that is the pancreas. So now we will understand about the various organ of digestive system and the role they play in the digestion process. So starting with the first organ, that is the mouth in the alimentary canal. So what is the purpose of mouth? We all know that mouth is very much important for talking, as much as important for food intake. So there is a process that is called the ingestion, in which the food is taken inside the body through mouth. So this process is termed as ingestion process. Now each of them, or we can say, inside the mouth there are teeth, tongue and salivary glands are also present, and each of them also played a significant role in digestion food. So starting with the first, that is the teeth. We all know that the mouth or the buccal cavity has so many numbers of teeth, which are basically helps in the mechanical breakdown of the food that we eat, and this breakdown of the food makes the food into the smaller pieces. So here one more question arises, that do we have teeth from the birth? So the answer will be no, that babies do not have the teeth, as humans grow with the two sets of the teeth. We all know that the first set is the milk teeth and the second set is permanent teeth. So the first set, that is the milk teeth, this is basically begins to grow during the period of infancy. So these are also called by the milk teeth or temporary teeth, and these falls off between the age of 6 to 8. And the second set of teeth, that is the permanent teeth, these replaces the milk teeth, as it's also named as permanent teeth, that means it remains throughout their life. So the purpose of this sets of the teeth is basically they last throughout our life, and unless it falls off during the old age. So there, as we had already known that the milk teeth consist of basically four number of teeth that falls off between the age of 6 to 8 maximum, and the permanent teeth that replaces the milk teeth, they remain throughout the life unless it falls during the old age. Now the question arises here, that we have numbers of teeth in the adult phase. So all the number of teeth that is present in our mouth with the numbers of teeth others have. So the question or the fact here says that, is each tooth perform a different function, or they have the similar functions? So this we will understand in the next topic, that is the position and number of teeth. So the first diagram here represent the numbers of the four teeth that is present on the front portion of the mouth is called by the term incisor. And after these incisors, or next to the incisor, there are two canines in each jaw, and later on there are two premolars. Basically there are four premolars, but looking at the one side there are two premolars, and then the three molars consisting with the third molars. So we will look at each and every functions and position of the teeth. So starting with the first type, that is the incisor. As we all already heard that there are 4 incisors in each jaw, and the purpose of these incisors are used for the biting and the cutting of the food. Here the second tooth, that is the canine, and these canines are located next to the incisor, and there are 2 canines in each jaw, and they are used for the tearing and the piercing of the food. So the canines are basically stronger in the carnivorous animals such as the lion, tiger. They basically eat numbers of flesh, and the canines help them to tear the food. That also enables them to complete the food into the smaller pieces, that helps in the digestion process of that animal. So the third one, that is the premolars, are basically lies next to the canine, and there are 4 premolars in each jaws, and these are used for the chewing and the grinding of the foods. And next to the premolars there are molars, and the number of molars are basically 6 in each jaws, and these are also helps or used for chewing and grinding the food. So the third molar, here in the diagram we have, here I have mentioned here the third molars. The third molars basically grows after the age of 18 or max to max 20 year of age. That is the third molar. So this third molar is also a supportive molar that helps in the function of the chewing and grinding of the food. Now different types of or animals have different types of tooth. So starting with the animals, those who are herbivores. So the herbivorous animals, basically the canine's teeth are absent and the incisors are sharp to cut the grass. So for example, if you take an example of a goat, they are basically depend on the food such as the grass or the plants. So they used the incisor to cut the grass, and there is no need of the canines to tear that grass. That's why the herbivores are having only the incisor, or canines are absent on that type of animals. Now moving to the next organism, that is the carnivores. The carnivores basically consist of the incisors that are strong and pointed, while the canines are also enlarged in shape. If you take an example of a lion, the carnivores are basically too much longer and pointed in shape. So this pointed shape helps them to tear the food or tear the flesh they eat. That's why the carnivorous animals have larger canines and pointed incisors. And the last, that is in omnivores, the all 4 kind of the teeth are well developed. As we all humans have all the 4 kinds of teeth, that is the incisor, canines, premolars and the molars. So we all have the 4 kinds of teeth for different types of functions, as for cutting the food, as for tearing the food, or grinding and chewing the food. So this was about the introduction of the alimentary canal, starting with the topic the mouth, and inside the mouth there are teeth, and all about the function of the teeth and the number of teeth present inside in a human. So we will understand about the dental formula in the next video. Till then, thanks for watching this video.